This is the homework help video for Tuesday, November 29th for all of my classes. In this homework we're solving two-step equations using models. I think number 3 is probably the hardest problem on here because you have the variable on both sides of the equation. So we have the model to work with and the equation. We can use either one. The first question asks us, what steps would you need to do to isolate x and determine its value? Well, we have x's on both sides of the equation, so I'm going to do this on the right side here with the equation as well as showing it on the model. 3x plus 3 equals x plus 9. We only want x on one side of the equation because ultimately we want to find out what x is equal to. If I can get 1x on one side of the equation, then I'll know what x is equal to. It'll equal whatever's on the other side. Because as we're making changes to this equation, we're really not changing it at all. As long as we do the same thing to both sides, we're keeping the equation balanced. Okay, so we've got two sides of the equation. I have too many x's, so I want to get rid of one x over here. And if I do that, I have to get rid of one x over here. And on the equation, it would look like this. I'm subtracting x from both sides of the equation. X minus x is 0, so on this side I just have 9. And on this side, 3x's minus x, you can see on the model that leaves us with 2x's. And this plus 3 just comes down because we haven't done anything with that yet. Now we have 2x plus 3 equals 9. The next step is to subtract 3 from both sides of the equation. I'll show that on the model this way and on the equation this way. Subtract 3 from both sides because this positive 3 and negative 3, that's like 3 zero pairs, that equals 0. So on the left side of the equation I just have 2x, and on the right side I have 9 minus 3, which equals 6. Now we know what 2x is equal, but I want to know what 1x equals, so I'm going to divide the 6 chips among the 2 x's. So I have 2 x's, but I want to know what 1x equals, so that's 2 groups on the left side. I need to make 2 groups on the right side. So each x equals 3, I can see that on the model. And the operation we just did was dividing by 2. We divided both sides into 2 groups. The 2 over 2 is just 1, so 1x, or just x, equals 6 divided by 2 is 3. So we answered this second question, what value of x would make the equation true? X equals 3. Actually, we don't know for sure until we plug it back in, substitute that value back in and check it. 3x plus 3 equals x plus 9. I'm using the original equation, and then I'm going to plug 3 in for x, substitute 3 in for x. 3 times 3 plus 3 should equal x is 3, so 3 plus 9 if x is truly equal to 3. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 3 equals 12. Yes, it does. 12 equals 12. That checks out. So we know our value for x is good. And this first question asked us what steps we would need to do to isolate x and determine its value. Well, the steps we did, we can just see on the right here what steps we did. First, we subtracted x from both sides. Subtract x from both sides. Then we subtracted 3. Then we divided by 2. Okay, all the problems on this homework are similar to this one. This was the hardest one, so hopefully that will help. And I'll see you in the morning.